What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This one's going to be another trade recap, and it's always a reminder of how far I've come from where I started. And I'm sitting right now in my university dorm right now as a 20-year-old day trader. 20-year-old, and I'm sitting in my dorm right now, and I've just made $16,000, not in a week, not in a month, in a single day. And these trades weren't even in the span of an entire day. It was like 3 hours, and I'm gonna break down the exact trade and all the trades that we've taken yesterday within the Telegram and on gold, because price action was absolutely crazy. We were getting some insane movement both sides. We had a lot of really great price action, and that's exactly what I was looking for. That's what I wanted to see from gold, and that's exactly what we got. And I was actually able to execute on this and take advantage in the last and final move towards the target that we were aiming for. I came in yesterday's daily range with that target from the stream that I had in Asia session. I already knew what I was going to look for, and that's exactly what I started looking for, and that's exactly what I ended up targeting and getting this payout from. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. Let me reload this for you. This is a real withdrawal. I use Gates FX as my broker. The link is going to be in the bio if you also want to set your account up with this broker. They give you a 100% deposit bonus, so you toss 20K into your account, you'll have 40K to trade with, and that's just insane. It's insane. There's absolutely zero limit. You obviously can't withdraw that bonus, but it's insane to be able to place like literally double or triple the amount of lot size that you would be able to place with however much you're coming in depositing with. And a lot of people are scared of trading live, but that's why I'm doing this $50 to 50K challenge, because it's not scary and you can genuinely make just as much as you would on a prop firm account on a live account. And without further ado, let's hop straight into the charts. Let's hop straight into this video. So gold, this is a replay mode of yesterday's daily candle, how I saw it coming into yesterday's range. So this right here is a rebalance if it comes down and prevents a new gap from forming, right? Because if a new candle opens right here and starts expanding, we're going to get a new gap, just like we got a new gap right here. It opened and started expanding. But today's daily range, it's not like I just expected, oh, we're going to get a reversal. No, I didn't just hop into the market and expect that we were going to get a reversal and just try to look for sells. I waited for it, and in the first, from the open of the daily candle, we started to expand towards sell side. And this first initial sell side, when the daily candle opened, we got this sell side almost all the way to the daily rebalance. We almost got there prior to when Asia session started, I believe. Yeah, so Asia session started, that's when we actually started reversing, and we almost got to this daily rebalance. And that's what had me thinking, I know for sure that today this is what we're going for, because we barely missed it. And especially if we expand into some premiums, we're going to get a great opportunity to actually execute on this. So first things first, we were obviously looking for some sell side. One of the things that I actually saw inside of Asia session is I'm like, okay, we are looking for this daily rebalance, but it might not melt just yet because we also closed a 4-hour candle. So if you guys really want the context of exactly everything that I was looking for, you open up the Telegram and you scroll up. So let's start from literally the top and see how much trades we actually took yesterday, because it was crazy. The price action was good, and I was like, why not? Let's execute. That's crazy. This is probably the longest day chat that I've had so far, because genuinely the price action was amazing. So this was in the morning. If we ignore this gap, we just got some equal high. So this morning, starting off, we already got some sell side before expanding a little higher. Last minute, Asia session going live. So we ran down. I noticed on the daily time frame, we barely missed the rebalance. And this is where I was like, okay, for the first time, we got a rebalance on the daily time frame. Or we came close to a rebalance. And so during Asia session, I said, we're trading inside of a new daily candle. I did end up sending a little trade, but that was incorrect because I was looking for longs a little too early. And then I scaled out to the daily, realized that we're running towards this rebalance. So that's what I'm looking for. Get ready for Asia session. We're looking for that. But during Asia session, we started getting a bullish expansion. So when we got a bullish expansion, it was respecting this 1-hour gap right here and perfectly closed in the lower sector of this 1-hour gap. Let me zoom out and show you guys what I'm talking about. We had a 1-hour gap right here. And this was also a no wick candle. And price was down here. We barely missed this rebalance, but then we pull up and literally close right at the bottom of this fair value gap and below this no wick candle. So I was obviously bullish from there, and I was like, we can still run up. We're extremely bullish. We don't have to get a rebalance because it can still just go up. And so from here, I start scaling down and I look for a trade. And because I missed this move all the way up here, what I said to the Telegram is that what we're going to look for is for it to come back down into this IFEG lower down here before it goes higher. And so that's what we were looking for. And finally, I said rebalance would be the A plus entry. If it taps back in, we're looking for longs. Instantly tapped in and literally expanded up like crazy. Boom. Huge amount, like I don't know, what was that, 50 pips? So that was the first trade that we had. Pulled back, beautiful trade. Next one, candle closes. I said, okay, we're about to get a 4-hour candle, and that trade instantly hit the stop loss. So look at this, where this is at right now. This is where I was like, I'm waiting for the 30-minute candle to close, and then I'm getting in. So I got in right there, instant stop loss. Boom. Wicked down all the way down to this low, but ended up pulling back up. And literally once it pulled back up, I got in again, and we started targeting this 4-hour high. I ended up entering off of that pullback and targeting the 40.32 level, which was the pullback. It hit that 40.32 level, and that's when I started turning around and actually selling. And from the sells, so this was the trade that we took, where it actually pulled back up, closed, and then expanded up higher towards this 4-hour rebalance. So there was so much stuff there, just like a bunch of stuff. The 1 hour getting respected, the 30-minute like literally wicking us out and then running higher. Like there must be some market makers in this chat or something, because that was kind of crazy. But price action's good. We're looking for this right here, daily rebalance 3990. That's like literally 400 pips from this level. And so I said, like, once this new 4-hour candle opens in 12 minutes, we're looking for this. But I already entered my sell position, as I literally shared it right here. My sell position targeting 3990. And so that's exactly where it melted from. It literally just started melting from that level, 40.35, and I closed half of my position right there, securing some profit. And then it landed into a no wick, and I was like, okay, now the 4-hour candle's coming to a close. I'm looking for it to pull back up, and that's when price action started getting trash. So let me just show you on the chart right now. This is where we ended up getting wicked out, and then we re-entered as it was running up. Wicked out, started running up, I re-entered, targeting the 32 level, but it ended up going a little higher, so I ended up selling my selling and entering sells up here. We got beautiful melt from there, and then it came into this no wick, and I was like, okay, we're gonna start running up. And now we have two sides of liquidity. I got a little bit confused, but this is where we got wicked out, and then it ran to 40.32, and from 40.32, this is where I sold, and closed my position somewhere around here before looking for a turnaround. And when it started turning around, I aimed for the rebalance of the 4-hour at 40.32. So right here is where I closed my position, and I took that buy. I said, watch me, and I took that buy from after selling. First of all, we got absolutely faked out by the sell side. I expected this level to potentially already run to 3990, and this is where price action got trash. It started consolidating, and I literally said this entire lower quadrant was trash. PA was just back and forth because it's in between 4-hour rebalance like this, 4-hour rebalance, and then the daily rebalance at 3990. So this is where things got difficult, not just for me, but for a lot of other people as well. And then I ended up taking this buy right here, 2-lot buy up to 40.32, and that was right there inside of this level, and I targeted 40.32. That obviously hit TP, and during London session, scroll down more, I'm looking for it to create an IFEG to enter sells. And so it finally actually melted down below a 1-hour IFEG. I got in for sell positions. PA, trash. PA was trash during London. Look at this trash PA. And it started moving up anyways. It ran up during London, took me out of my position. I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, bro, are you literally kidding me right now? It ran down right after taking me out. So I see this. I know that we're targeting the rebalance, and literally, let's look at this. 30-minute candles, right? 1, 2, 3. 1 hour and 30 minutes made me $16,000 because I entered 3 sell positions that were 2 lots, total of 6 lots, and that was about, what, 200 pips from here? I entered at 40.24, so actually about 2 hours. 40.24 to 3990, almost 300 pips with 6 lots. Huge. And so that's the trade that I took. That's all the price action that we had that day. And all the trades that I sent out in the Telegram. Absolutely crazy price action. I was just on fire. I was taking every single setup that I was watching. I was just sitting there. I was literally in class, and I was like, watching the market, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to pay attention to whatever my professor's saying. I'm going to just trade, and I'm going to send out these trades because price action is amazing, phenomenal price action, and we executed. We cooked that up. So thank you guys for getting through this video. I hope you guys better understand my kind of reasoning into these trades and why I was able to re-enter. Actually, let me tell you why I re-entered during New York session. I believe it was a rebalance on the 15-minute right here. Pulled down, rebalance, I hopped in right there. It ended up coming up one more time, but my stop loss was above the high, and I just targeted sells from there. Pretty beautiful, even though it was a little bit choppy there. I think London session was definitely the worst price action. Then we took out the highs during New York, which kind of messed us up as well. And then we got a beautiful sell side during New York session. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you want to get my trades literally for free, join into the Telegram. I send out valuable trades, and all I really ask for is you use my codes whenever you buy your prop firm accounts, or you trade with the broker that I trade with, which is a wonderful broker. They approve your withdrawals super fast. And yeah, see you guys soon. Thank you for getting through this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.